Hands off. Hands off. Let's talk about hands off. Hands off. She don't want to be touched, then don't touch her. If you do touch her, then somebody might rush you. When I say rush you, I mean like the police. You don't really understand, she don't like you, good grief. When you're gonna learn a little small lesson, that everything else inside this world's a blessing. So hands off, don't touch her. Hands off, don't touch her. Hands off, don't touch her, cause evil gon' rush you. Hands off, don't touch her. Hands off, don't touch her. Hands off, don't touch her. Because for sure, evil gon' rush her. She gon' fall in love, or maybe fall out. She gon' be in lust, or maybe ball out. Or maybe leave you standing there looking crazy. And you the one that's feeling so lazy, laying up now. You don't got no pounds, you don't got no grind, you don't got the time. And now you all stuck, laid up. I mean, you just doing what you want to, falling apart. Because you got your hands on something you shouldn't have touched. Now I'm screaming hands off. The new lesson for the day is hands off. This track sound cold to me. All these words still rolling in the street. It's Idutricllak, and these the things I lack. The compassion for people that act jacked up because they know life is rough, but they don't seem to learn enough. So hands off, don't touch it, bruh. Cause if you do, enemies gon' rush you up. You're gonna find yourself in lust and in love. Just leave her alone, just leave her alone. Cause I'ma tell you, you're gonna find yourself in lust and messed up and everything else. Who can you trust? Hands off. Hands off. Hands off. Baby, look, hands off. Nobody needs to call the law. I got my hands off. Hey, hands off. This is Idutricllak. Keep your hands off of her. I'm talking about period. Because it's nothing but trouble. It's downhill from there. You touch her, it's downhill. And I ain't even talking about in no violent kind of way. I'm talking about just touching her, period. In a sensual way. Hands off, bruh. You understand what I'm saying? This thing is serious. This relationship world is serious. Nobody's playing. Everybody playing for keeps. And anybody that I know got a basket and they load it up with only material for themselves. They don't give a damn about what you got going on or what you're doing. And I've said that on a couple other videos, and Motel Granite know, and King Samuel Poem, they know too. They know about this. So now I'm practicing this whole concept of hands off, you know. I'm tired of being a bull and just rushing people. I don't always want to be in attack mode. I'm not veneer cloth anymore. I'm not German H. I don't want to say it, but I'm not. And I'm not any other person below the Mason-Dixie line or above the Mason-Dixie line that, you know, want to do this to people anymore. I'm changing. This is Idutricllak, which is, I don't understand the reason I can't live like a king. And I'm still saying that, but this is hands off. And hands off is a shout out for sure. Keep your damn hands off of her. I'm getting closer to monk status with this mentally. Getting over there because as you get older, you start to learn that it's all the same still. Kind of like this relationship world. And people will tell you, oh man, I'm different. I'm different. I'm different. And yet everything is still, you can say it, the same. S-A-M-E. But hands off. Hands off. Don't touch your fella. Hands off. Hands off. Hands off. Before you get them chopped off. Anyway, but keeping your hands to yourself is a rule that you taught in school. Keep your hands to yourself I don't know if any of you guys ever went to an organized school, but when you're in elementary, they have you line up. Everybody's got to line up. And okay, boys and girls, as we walk to the water fountain, I want you to stay in a straight line. And most importantly, keep your hands to yourself, which translate hands off. So the lessons learned in school, the lessons learned in the Bible is all stuff you need to take heed to and you need to follow. That track was, I want to give a shout out to Lil Bootsy, and that was Crabs in the Bucket. And that was a shout out for him. I love this young man and everything that he's doing. So that was a shout out to Lil Bootsy and Crabs in a Bucket, which kind of ties into the hands-off thing. Crabs in a Bucket is people wanting to stay all in the same position and be miserable. The video didn't stop. That was me. So if anybody don't know, I'm all about moving forward, man. What we gonna do next? What we gonna do next? What we gonna do next? You know. All right, we got it. Okay, relationships don't work. Well, people struggling. All right, every relationship got problems. Whatever. Okay. Hands off. Don't touch me because I'm not feeling you that way. I don't know you like that. You don't know me. I go and get my uncle, my brothers, or something like that, and we'll shoot your face off or all of this. If y'all want me to start preaching, I would. I can tell you exactly what's going on out here. But I'm going to spare y'all that type of history because I believe y'all already know. And if you don't know, now you know. But that was a shout for Biggie. Shout out to Biggie. R.I.P. King. Yeah, but needless to say, this is Idutricllak. And I still don't understand why I don't get props and get acknowledged as a king. And that hands off, I heard too and learned about the hotel experience that, you know, what a young man was, that stuff went viral. I don't know if y'all saw it, but that was a big deal. Spending all this money and didn't get anything out of the deal. Y'all didn't see that on the Cold Crown network. Y'all need to go check that out. That was something else. The Good Always Win brand. Yeah, that was something special. If you subscribe there, you'll see a whole lot of crazy stuff happening. And so this is Idutricllak, and this is talking about hands off and keep your hands off of her. And I'm not saying it like I want to do anything to you because I really don't care. I'm just trying to save anybody that is a good person. And out of the 100% of people on this planet, on this earth, maybe about 3% is good. So I'm talking to them and trying to save them. So if you're an evil son of a bitch, I'm not talking to you. And I will send you to what I call the public razor. And you read the book, you'll learn more about what that is. And that's exactly what I would do to you. And that's exactly what people below the Mason-Dixie line would do to you. That's exactly what Bohemians and barbarians in France and Great Britain would do to you. So, even though this ain't the 1800s no more, it's the 1800s. And that's something you can get drunk on in more ways than one. But I'm starting to experience some anger, so I'm going to get ready to get off. But that was hands off. So I'm just trying to save you a few pennies, save you some time in your life. Keep your hands off of her. Even if they fully consent in the beginning, man, that shit can change. I'm telling you, be careful. That's what I'm saying. All right, now.